Most piano players never learn this trick, and honestly I wish I had learned this piano trick years ago, because with just one simple idea you can turn a few basic chords into something that sounds emotional and flowing. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. On this channel I share piano ideas and sounds that you don't always learn in regular piano lessons. And for today's video you can also download a free PDF with all the exercises. You can find the link below in the video description. So let's start right away. We start with a very simple chord progression. We start with A minor, go to G major, go to F major and back to G major, and that's it. Nothing fancy, but wait until you hear what we do with it. Let's have a look at the left hand first. It's like our foundation. We play 1-5-8 for every chord. So that means for A minor you are playing A, E, A. For G major you are playing G, D, G. For F major you are playing F, C, F. And then again G, D, G for G major. Let's practice this together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you repeat and repeat and repeat. Now we add the right hand and we will just play simple triads. And we are playing it like this. In the first bar, A minor, the A with the thumb is already there, and the only thing we add with the right hand is the C and the E, because A, C and E makes an A minor triad, right? So you are adding the left hand and the right hand, and then we have a beautiful A minor chord. Then same thing for G major. We play the 1-5-8, and when you look at the thumb, the G is already there, and we just add the two missing notes of the G major triad, which are B and D. So GBD makes a G minor triad. Together this sounds like this, and it really sounds beautiful and full. When we are coming to the F major, there again we play the 1-5-8 in the left hand, and then the F is already there and we just add the A and the C with our right hand. And together this sounds like this, and then we are going back up to G major. Okay, let's practice this together. We are starting with A minor. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and again 1, 2, 3, 4. So you only have to shift every note one white key down or up, okay? So I think this is a very easy pattern to play. And it already sounds very emotional, but now comes the first small change. In the left hand, we don't play the notes together anymore. We will play them one after another. So for A minor, we just play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And for G major, the same, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then for F major, the same, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then back to G major. So practice together with me. We start 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 so on and so on. So when you play the notes one after another in arpeggios, then suddenly it begins to flow. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't downloaded the PDF with the notes yet, now is the best time. The link is below in the video description or in the comments. And now comes the trick. This is the part most pianist skip. In the right hand, we also stop playing the two notes together now. We will play them separately in a very simple rhythm. So when we look what we played with the right hand, we played the C and the E for A minor, B and D for G major, A and C for F major, and back again B and D for G major. And now we will play the notes one after another in a special rhythm. So the first note is on the beat 1 and the second note on beat 2 and. Okay? And that's it. So we are playing in the first measure, for example, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And you can choose the order. You can go from bottom to top or from top to bottom. So in the second measure, we are doing it from top to bottom. We are taking the two notes we use for the G major chord and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. For F major, we use A and C and there again from top to bottom in our rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And in the last measure, we go to B and D again, but here we are doing it from bottom to the top. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's practice this, only the right hand alone. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 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 3 and 4 and. Wonderful! And now we will put both hands together and this will sound really, really nice. We will begin with those two notes together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That means you are playing these two notes together and then you can concentrate on playing the 3 left-hand notes up, okay? So 1 and 2, and if you are ready with your left hand, then comes the note for the right hand on the 2 and, okay? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we play for sure with the sustain pedal, because like this it will sound more beautiful, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now next chord, here we are coming from the D and go to the B and we are using the same rhythm. So first together, left, left, right, 3 and 4 and together, left, left, right, 3 and 4 and together, left, left, right, 3 and 4 and. Let's do this a little bit faster. 3 and 4 and. So once again, I will count along. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 then it starts from the beginning. And I think this really starts to flow with this beautiful pattern. And you know, suddenly this doesn't sound like an exercise anymore. It really sounds like music when we are playing this more in a flowing way and we don't play the chords just like this. No, we will play it beautifully, that it really begins to sound very nice. Okay? And this is why I love this trick, because you don't add more notes or anything, you don't play faster, you just change how you play it. And a very simple chord loop turns into an emotional piano sound, and this is really a very nice thing. And now let's go one step further. We will play now all chords in second inversion. That means we are going now through our chord progression and we will always take the second inversion. So for A minor, it looks like this. And then for G major, it looks like this. For F major, like this. And for G major, you go one white key up again. And if you watch carefully, you only shift your hand one white key down. The pattern stays like it is, the shape you have here, right? So you have always a tiny gap at the top and a bigger gap at the bottom, right? So this is very easy to find the chords, even we play it in the second inversion. So this is the shape you prepare now for every bar. And now from each chord, you pick 2 notes only and you play them in the same rhythm. 1 note at the 1 and 1 note at the 2 end. And because of the inversions, you automatically get new ideas. This is the shape for A minor in second inversion. And here I would say let's choose the 2 outer notes, right? Like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we go to the next shape. Just prepare that for you in your mind. And then I say, okay, why not taking the 2 top notes and play them down? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And now in my mind, I go to second inversion of F major, right? So these 3 notes. And then I take the 2 outer notes, but I play them from bottom to top, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now back again to G major in second inversion. And then I take the 2 lower notes, okay? The G and the D, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So once again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 then you can start from the beginning. And I think this already sounds really beautiful, but wait, now we will add the left hand and then it will sound even more beautiful. So 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay. And if you want, you can also play it a little bit faster like this. And so on. And this is exactly why I teach inversions in my Modern Piano 1 course, because they help you improvise freely and confidently. And if you want to learn more about the course, you will find the link below in the video description. So if that's something you really want to learn, then I highly recommend you to check it out. And now I have one last idea for you. We will now add passing notes and we will make it even more beautiful. And we will always add the passing notes on beat 4. That means here, here, here and here. And you see, it can be 2/8 notes or just 1/4 note here. And for the passing notes, we always stay in the key of A minor or C major. That means that all white keys work to play little fill-ins, okay? And I will quickly play the final version for you that you can hear how this will sound at the end. Okay, and now imagine the blue notes are our target notes, okay? Here we want to land smoothly. And also the first note is a target note, but only when it comes to repeating this example. So we start here with this target note on the G major chord. And the thing is, you know, this is the note B, right? And this, what you can do is that you approach this from the top or from the bottom. And the cool thing is, what you can do is that you play it like a little zigzag, you know, like a triangle, that you play B, C, B. And this is exactly what we are doing. On the 4, we are playing 4 and 1. And this makes a beautiful fill with passing notes. So yeah, do you hear how beautifully this leads to the G major chord? So this is the first thing you can do. And we also use this trick here when we are coming to the last bar. There we also play this zigzag. You know, the target note is the G. And we approach it also with a little zigzag, like G, A, G. That means when I begin now playing from the third bar, now comes the zigzag, 4 and 1. And this always sounds very good. Now, in the third bar, the target note is the C here. And there we can approach one note from the top or one note from the bottom. This will also sound good. And we took one note from the top. We took this as an approaching note, and then we get to the C. So let's start in the second bar on the G major. And now 4, 1. And so this D here prepares the C very good. But you could also approach the note from the bottom, okay? That you play instead of the D, the B, for example. And that would sound like this. Yeah, also very beautiful. And now we only need the last target note here on the first E, when we land on the A minor, okay? And there we have to look at the end. So here we have to look what happens here, because these are the passing notes for the E. And look, the E is our target note. And what we are doing with the two passing notes at the end, we are coming 2 white keys from below. So we don't play a zigzag here like this or this. We just come 2 white keys down and climb up like a ladder. Yeah, and when I begin now at the last bar, this sounds like this. I begin here with the G major. 4 and 1. So really beautiful. But we could also try and say, okay, this is our target note. Let's approach this 2 white keys from above. Okay, let's listen how this would sound. So also very beautiful. And This will give you so many ideas. So just try out a little bit. For example, so there are endless possibilities, and I hope this gives you many new ideas. So this is one of those piano tricks that changes how you hear chords and how you play forever. And I really wish I had learned this earlier. So try this today, play slowly and enjoy the sound. And if you enjoyed practicing with me today, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I'm always very happy about that. And if you are looking now for another beautiful piano tutorial, then I would say I have linked a video right here for you that I think you will really enjoy, and I would love to see you there.